Hey everybody, welcome to the VR Sim Pilot channel. Thanks for watching. Today, just a quick video to show off some updates to the tools that I use in VR on pretty much every live stream to help enhance the VR experience. And just kind of wanted to make a quick video and show off these updates and show off some of these tools so that hopefully it will help you in your VR experience. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're liking this content, and don't forget to tell other people about the channel. Hopefully, it will help somebody else out, and even more importantly, it helps bring other people into the VR Sim Pilot community and just makes it more fun. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, I'm going to show off 4 tools today. One of the tools sort of helps to bring 2 of them into one environment. And one of the tools is a tool that you've seen me use on pretty much every live stream, but I'm going to show it used in a different way. So the tools that we're going to look at today are VATSIM Radio, Navigraft 8 charts, the Navigraft 8 updated charts panel. We're going to look at the massive updates that have happened, that have been put out for the Flight Simulator.me all-in-one tablet, and this is the tool that's really going to bring it all together. And this thing is just epic now, and you'll see. And I'm going to show FS Desktop, and you've seen FS Desktop in action on the live streams. This is what I use to pull in the chat windows, but I'm going to show it used in kind of a more fun way. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm actually going to pull up just one tool, and I'm going to show you how this one tool helps to kind of pull together all the other tools. And this is the Flight Simulator.me all-in-one tablet. And folks, don't worry, I'm going to put the links to all of these tools in the stream description, so don't worry about writing down the URLs and stuff like that. Just go into the description and you can get access to all of these tools. Now, the Flight Simulator.me all-in-one tablet, this is payware. I think it costs about $15. It is worth every penny, folks. What this is what it says. It is an all-in-one tablet that helps you pull in information from all kinds of different sources. And we'll get into some of this and show you, some of the different tools that I use. I'm going to skip over some of these, as you can see here. VSR, that's VATSIM Radio. The new update, the version 3 update to this tablet, allows you to pull in VATSIM Radio directly into this tablet, and it is epic. It has, actually, we'll just kind of go through this. It has a crosswind calculator. Now, I never use this, but it's kind of handy if you want to calculate your crosswind component. This is brand new for the version 3 tablet. The ability to pull in sim brief info. Now, if you've generated a sim brief flight plan, and we have, so we're sitting here at, where are we? Dublin. We generated a flight plan from Dublin to London Gatwick. So if you generated a SimBrief profile, all you do is you put in your SimBrief username there, load the data, and it pulls in a really nice summary. You can look at the summary info. You can see that we're VR Airlines 1202. We're 737. Here's our flight plan route. It's the ND1 Echo. So this is super helpful if you're going to be plugging in the initial data into your FMS. You can get payload data, weather data. This is all pulling from the SimBrief profile. Or if you want to look at just the entire OFP, click on this web style, and it gives you all of the data that you need right here. And it's super cool. So if you didn't generate a PDF, with your OFP to pull in, it's all right here in the tablet. And that's pretty amazing, to be honest with you. That's a great new update. Obviously, it has the canvas. And I use this. You've seen me use this on streams to jot down my my expected clearance. Like we got the ND1 Echo. Let's say we're flight planned at I don't know. Is it 300? We can write down our stand number, things like that. So you can jot down your clearance here before you call up to get your clearance. So that's the canvas. It comes with this new notepad, which is pretty cool. If you don't want to write using the canvas, you can use this keyboard interface to type if you want, and it works really well. Whoops, hi VR. So that's brand new, and that's pretty cool if you want to use a kind of a keyboard interface to write notes. It has a web browser. I never use that. It has Kodi integration. Again, I never use that. It's got a pushback tool that I don't use. It's got a stopwatch if you want to use that for a timer. For some reason, you can use that. That's kind of cool. What else does this have? The flight monitor is great, and I use this on every flight. And you can use this after you land to check your landing rate, your feet per second down. It also lets you see your G-force, ground speed, all kinds of other data related to your landing. So you can take a screenshot of your butter landings and send it to your friends. Or in my case, you can immediately hit the reset button after you smash it down and look at your hard landing rate there. You can just click reset real quick in my case. So that's the landing rate. It has VATSIM info, IVAO info, things like that. Again, I use VATSIM radio for that, so I don't use these features. It's got a pretty cool METAR tool. If you can't get the ATIS for a given airport, you can use this METAR tool, and if you just click on this nearest button, it'll pull up the just the METAR, again, not the ATIS, for your the nearest airport. In this case, this is Dublin weather. Looks like a pretty nice day here in Dublin, to be honest with you. But you can use that. You can use the set QNH button. It will, I don't have everything powered on, but it will automatically set your altimeter to the QNH for whatever airport that you have pulled up. Or you can use this, if you want to plan ahead, you can use this little keyboard type interface here to get the weather at any airport that has weather, METAR reported for it. So we can get the weather at Gatwick. Search for that, and it'll pull up the weather at Gatwick. And you can use this for planning purposes if you're en route. Now, I usually use VATSIM radio for the weather, and I'll show you that in a second here. But that's pretty handy to have there. It has 2 PDF viewers, and I think this is great. So you can pull up if you want. If you don't want to use the SimBrief tool that's built into the tablet, I like to print off, I like to create a copy of the OFP as a PDF, and I can pull that up in the first PDF viewer, and then I can use the second PDF viewer to pull up another document, like, for example, let's see, maybe I want to pull up the FS to crew manual for the 737. I can have that here in the second PDF viewer, and then just flip back and forth, like OFP, and then go back to my second PDF. So you can have 2 PDFs loaded at the same time, which is pretty cool. It's got a VATSIM map. Again, I use VATSIM radio for that, and we'll show that in a second. It has a VFR map, which I find pretty useful, and I have used this on just kind of free flights in just fully VFR and GA aircraft. So you can just kind of get a look. It's not an aeronautical map; it's an OpenStreetMaps map, but it's kind of cool. It's got your aircraft position, and if you're just flying around VFR, you can use it to sort of navigate to different locations that you want to check out. So that's really cool, and the scrolling on this map is really incredibly smooth. Just a cool feature. Now, we'll get into, so that's the tablet in and of itself. Now, let's get into a couple of the tools that I mentioned that plug into this tablet. First of all, let's look at VATSIM radio. Now, you've seen me use VATSIM radio on pretty much every stream where I'm on with VATSIM. It's essential for flying in VR on VATSIM. But now, with this new version of the tablet, VATSIM radio is integrated into the tablet. So you don't even have to have another window. Usually I put the VATSIM radio window over here. It is now fully pulled in to the tablet. And this is amazing to me that this integration is here. So you can see all of the frequencies around you and tune them up. Now, I should have had the aircraft powered on here so we can actually take a look at how this works. For example, I've got 124 point nothing in the COM1 active. If I want to tune up a frequency, all I need to do is click on the frequency. And I think you guys have seen this in action. So there's 131.15. 131.15 automatically tuned. You don't have to fiddle with the knobs as you're getting handed off and it's busy. Just use VATSIM radio, folks. It's free and it plugs into this tablet so seamlessly. A couple of cool features of VATSIM radio that I don't really talk about, but I just kind of do on the streams. You can pull in your SimBrief profile into VATSIM radio. So if I click on this and load it, what it's going to do, it'll do a couple of things. One, it will automatically filter all of the ground frequencies based on your departure, your arrival, and your alternate airports. So look at this. It automatically filtered Dublin. I can just click on this and get the ATIS. This is the published ATIS. It's Charlie, for your departure airport. And if I want to check the weather at Gatwick, I can do that. This is the ATIS. I can tune up. Okay, there's no ground. Looks like ground is not on at Dublin, but I could easily tune up the ground frequency. If I want to put a frequency in the standby to get ready for a handoff, I can just click on this and then click on COM1 standby. It'll put that in the standby there, so that I'm very easily can flip flop. Well, it's the same frequency, but I could let's put London Center in the. There we go. So I can flip flop between the two very easily, but you can easily put frequencies in the standby for COM1, COM2. Super powerful tool there. Super cool feature. So I've already imported my flight plan from SimBrief. If I go to this map page, it's going to overlay my flight plan route right on this map, so I could see, which control boundaries, which FIRs I'm going to cross over, so I can plan ahead. I can see who's online at my destination. I can track my position along this route. I can actually see other aircraft that are flying on VATSIM right on this map, and this is pretty cool. If you click on the aircraft, you can actually see information about the pilot. Here's the information about the pilot, what kind of aircraft they are. And this is pretty cool too. If you click on this icon, you can send a message to this guy. Look at this. Right in VATSIM radio, right in the tablet. I mean, this blows me away. This functionality is incredible. The ability to send messages to and from pilots that you just click on the map is super cool. Speaking of messages, likewise, if you want to send a message to a controller, just click on their call sign and it will pop up the message window, and you could send them a text message. One awesome thing about the recent updates to VATSIM radio is the ability to get PDC. If you're on the ground and ATC sends you a PDC, it'll pop right up here. You can read it very easily and plan your flight that way. Super powerful. Also, the ability to get weather. Now, if there's no ATIS online, and you've imported your flight plan through the SimBrief import, all of your departure, your arrival, and your alternates are going to show up in this weather tab, and you could just click on this, and it'll give you the METAR. If the ATIS isn't showing up. So that's super cool. If you're flying on VATSIM and let's say your destination doesn't have an ATIS popped up, but you want to get the weather. Just go to the weather tab here in VATSIM radio and click on your destination, and it pulls up the METAR. You can also search for any airport's weather by typing in the ICAO if you know it, and you can also just get the nearest weather to your position. So super cool, and this is just scratching the surface of VATSIM radio, to be honest. But the ability to pull in VATSIM radio directly into this tablet is just amazing. Okay, so let's talk about Navigraft. So, I've been using Navigraft with the tablet for a little while, but I just want to show the fact that Navigraft 8, now integrates with the tablet. If you have the Navigraft 8 panel installed, it just integrates so nicely with this tablet. You can do everything you can do with the Navigraft panel, but right here in the tablet, If I want to, I want to import my flight, I've generated a flight plan from SimBrief. Just click on import from SimBrief, load it up, and away you go. It pulls in the flight. It pulls in all of the appropriate plates down here, so you can just very easily click, on in this case the airport diagram for Dublin, and see all the information you need. Basically anything you can do in the Navigraft 8 panel, you can do here in the tablet. Obviously we would probably have the tablet, and this is cool, especially like in the PMDG, that doesn't have tablet, doesn't have the EFB out yet. Honestly, folks, I don't miss it. I just put this tablet over here, and I have probably, I have so much information just right at my fingertips. Navigraft, VATSIM radio, landing. I mean, everything just right here, and ready to go. This tablet is also really cool in the fact that it resizes so nicely. So for airliners, I like to put the put the tablet over here where it belongs. In this case, in the 7.3 and the PMDG 737. But for GA, I kind of like to resize it kind of like this. Maybe I'll pull up Navigraft, and I kind of like to put it here on the yoke, kind of like I do in real life. It simulates a nice yoke mount for things like the Arrow or the King Air, Caravan, Kodiak, any GA aircraft. It just sits nicely on the yoke there, so you can reference it. Obviously you want to zoom in a little bit, make things bigger, but it's super handy. The tablet is just super versatile. It pulls in so much information at your fingertips. It is just an essential tool that contains, in this case, two other essential tools, Navigraft and VATSIM radio, that honestly I think are almost required for flying, in VR, especially on VATSIM. Cool. So that is basically 3 of the 4 tools. It's the tablet, VATSIM radio, and Navigraft 8. So the 4th tool that I want to show you is a tool that you have seen me use probably on every live stream, and that's FS Desktop. And I use FS Desktop to pull in the YouTube chat into VR, and it's pretty essential, honestly, for me to interact with everybody, on these live streams. But I wanted to show off FS Desktop in a different way. It's not only for pulling in the chat window, you can also use FS Desktop to pull in basically any Windows desktop window into VR and interact with it. Like in this case, there's a VR SimPilot video. I think we should watch this. This looks interesting. And just like that, we're watching a YouTube video here in VR. Obviously it's a VR SimPilot video. Highly recommended. Don't forget to check out the other videos on the channel. But yeah, we're up here maybe in the cruise on those long cross-country flights or transatlantic flights. You can sit here and watch a YouTube video. Obviously I have the sound turned off, but if you have the sound unmuted, the sound would come through, and you could sit here and watch your favorite streamer stream amazing VR content while you are up in the cruise. So that's FS Desktop. Again, not just for, I use it to pull in the chat, but it's so much more. I mean, you pull in any window basically from your Windows desktop and interact with it, and in this case, watch YouTube videos. So, well, folks, that does it. I think we covered a lot of content, hopefully in a short amount of time. Folks, don't forget to hit like, hit that subscribe button, and leave comments if you have questions, or if you have other tools that you think are interesting for VR. And don't forget to share this, with other folks who might be interested in enhancing their VR experience. Hopefully this will help you and help them out. So for now, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a great day, and hopefully we will see you on an upcoming live stream. Bye-bye.